And we are live. Welcome to Not the Process, although that is the normal intro that I'm doing. I'm Josh Engleman. I'm here for Awesemo.com. We're doing some underdog best ball drafts for the NBA playoffs. This is going to be fun. I put together some projections. They went live yesterday, I believe. Could have been 2 days ago at this point. I'm not entirely sure. My memory is terrible. I think it was yesterday. But anyway, we've got some projections up at Awesemo.com. I'm going to pull that link up right now, and then we're going to do some drafts. We're going to do it at least 2, maybe 3. They move pretty quickly, so I think we have plenty of time. I'm going to pull up the link on the screen so you guys can see it right now. It's all here, right here in front of me. I'm sharing it right now. Projections, as you can see, are on the site. If you click the link right here, right above the table, right under the banner for Underdog. If you click that link and you have not signed up yet at Underdog, full deposit match up to $100. What more could you possibly want? The big playoff contest right now is a $10 entry. So if you put in 100, you get matched with another 100. You could do 20 drafts if you want. That's not too shabby. This is our best ball channel. This may be our first live show ever on this best ball channel, at least since it's become the Awesemo best ball channel. So either way, we're going to have some fun. I built myself a tool for the draft so we could really see, how everything's going together, because I do have some thoughts on best practices here. I have very little experience doing best ball. Did a couple for the NFL. I did not do any regular season drafts whatsoever. So this is kind of new to me, but I think it's got a relatively obvious strategy. We'll see how well that plays out in the long run. I've done a couple drafts at this point, but this will be my first for a group of people at least. So let's see here now. How do I get to that link? View on YouTube. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. I don't expect a big crowd here, but if you're here, join in, say hi in chat. Could have some fun. There's only going to be a couple of you guys here today because it's a Thursday and there's no NBA, and well, it's just not all that entertaining, but you guys should be checking it out. I'm going to be entertaining, but you guys have other things to do. I'm retweeting this tweet. Maybe I already ruined this tweet. Did that happen? Did I somehow delete my own tweet? Well, I don't know why that's not working, but that's fine. We're going to do some drafts. I'm going to dive in right now. So let's get everybody in here. Let's have some fun. It's going to be light work, but I want to show, I hope everybody can see this when it's on the screen. I know it's a lot of information. You guys know me. If you guys watched anything that I do, particularly on the process show, you know I'm going to be deep in the Microsoft Excel game. So I built myself a little tool. I've got all the projections and everything loaded up here on this table on the left-hand side. Live picking will enter here in this center section, and then this right-hand side, that keeps me organized for making sure that I'm taking teams in the right quadrants and not overlapping too much. So A and B groups are right here. That's going to be the 1-8-4-5 in the East, the 2-7 and the 3-6 in the East, because you really don't want to cross-pollinate too much. The goal is basically going to be to get as many guys into the finals as you possibly can, and you can't do that by casting a wide net or by taking multiple guys from the same side. So if I start taking someone in Group A, I don't really want to take anybody else from a different team. And if I load up on A, the next spot that I go is probably not going to be B, because I don't want to immediately block myself off from a potential finals matchup. The game here is to get as many guys into the finals as you possibly can, because if you get your guys into the finals, that means they played in every other round as well. So we want to get the maximum amount of guys in any one quadrant, and the only other scenario is to load up on an opposite side. So you want to get as much, if you load up on one particular team, you load up on Memphis, let's say, that's fine. You just want to make sure that your next couple guys are probably coming from the East. Inevitably, you're going to have to cross-pollinate. It's just going to be how the way the draft works, unless you really want to dig deep into some lower tier players, which could be the case. We shall see. I'm kind of playing this one out on the fly. This is all relatively new to me, like I said. So projections are here on the site. You can sort them by projection, by team, by position. We've got the Underdog ID on there as well. So it's all there for you. These are the projections that I put together. They're the exact same projections that I have in my sheet. You can see Giannis projected for 904.1. As you can see in my sheet, 904.1 for Giannis. Most of the draft is going to take place on this screen, but I will try to pop into the actual draft screen as we move forward. But for now, I think it's about that time to just start doing some drafts. And if you are here and you're hanging out, say hi. Say hi. Pop into chat. Say what's up. What's going on? Good luck on your draft. Win some money here. That's all we got to do. I'll do a few. And if we get any sort of crew in here right now, I mean, there are 6 people here, so I'm not exactly shocked that no one's showing up. If you want to watch some drafts, let's do it. Here we go. First one. Because this is almost filled. There's 22,000 entries. We only got about 3,000 spots left. So I at least want to put a few more in here, or as many as I can. Mike Lawrence in the house. All right, so we're only waiting for 3 more guys here. This should be pretty easy. Let's see. Is there going to be an easier way for me to do this? There's probably not. Okay, that'll be fine. Draft window is, once the draft starts, it's going to move over, and I'll be able to talk through everybody that's getting picked. So I am going to move that over here now, and we'll see if that's okay as we work our way through. Oh, yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. I got enough screen here that'll work for me. Because you guys don't really need to see the Underdog draft screen. You guys just need to see what I'm doing. And you'll see, as this starts to work through, you'll see what's going on this sheet a little bit better. But if you are watching along, you're going to need this full screen. So make sure you're flipping your phone sideways or maximizing that entire tab. Let's fix that camera too a little bit. Let's do something like that. It's a little less crooked, I guess. Still waiting on one seat. We've got 5 of the 6 filled. So it's 6 rounds. 10 rounds, 6 draftees. So we're trying to take, you got to take it 1 guard, 1 wing, 1 big. You start 2 flex spots, and then you get a 5-man bench. So they move pretty quick. All righty. All 6 spots are filled. Let's figure out what order we're in. We're going to have about 30 seconds before we get started, and then it's quick. Okay, cool. So first draft that we have to do with friend of the program, Phan's on. So 2 Awesemo people in this one right out of the gate. This is the 3rd time that I've drafted in the 2nd spot, which lets me know that I am likely going to get all of the same stuff. If Phan is watching this, beat it, man. This is not helpful. Phan, me, Alan, Stefan, Ooh, that's the one I missed. Stefan, then Entran 110. There we go. Got it. So I'm assuming Phan is going to go Giannis 1. He is the unquestioned number 1 play to me. I think he's miles ahead of anybody possible. Draft is starting in 10 seconds. So you guys can see. I'm fully expecting Phan here to take Giannis. I don't really know if you can justify a non-Giannis pick first. I think you're leaving too many fantasy points on the table. Look, Phan's smarter than I am. So if he goes to Booker here, I'm not going to be shocked. Or if he's trying to put together his own portfolio. But he went exactly the way that I expected, which was Giannis, which means that we've got 2 choices. To me, it's either Devin Booker or Joel Embiid. I have a lot of Booker right now, so I'm actually going to take Joel Embiid. I know that he is not ranked as high, but I have so many drafts at this point with Devin Booker that I want to just try to get a different look. So I'm going to take Joel Embiid because I do not have a draft with him yet. And now you can see on this right-hand side of the screen, Embiid is now highlighted for me. This shows me everybody from Philly so that I know that I can start taking more Sixers. And then on the off chance that I have to break out of Group A for like the 9th or 10th pick, the next group of 8 guys on the side are the highest ranked guys that aren't on Philly. So there goes Booker at 3. There goes Jason Tatum at 4. There goes Chris Paul at 5. Basically, I either want to get a bunch of Sixers now, or I'm going to move to the CD quadrant for my second pick, and we're going to basically get our finals matchup locked up and then start drafting as many guys as we can. There goes Kevin Durant, which to me is a pretty big overdraft. I've been seeing a couple guys that go just a bit too early, at least in my opinion. There goes Jokic at 7. There goes DeAndre Ayton at 8. Should have been long gone by now. So kudos to Tran for being able to get Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton at 5 and 8. To me, those are really great picks. Steph Curry goes into the 9 spot. We've got Allen had Booker before, so he's not going that same direction. So I'm going to be wide open to go. If he doesn't take Ja, I'm probably taking Ja. And if he does take Ja, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do at that point. So he went Harden. So that's Harden at 10. So I'm going to take Ja Morant at the 11 spot. To me, that one's easy. I get on this opposite side. I get into D. So now we've got Joel Embiid and we've got Ja Morant. I would have taken Harden too. That would have been totally fine to get Embiid and Harden. But, oh no, I didn't take him yet. Morant, got him. Almost didn't make that pick. Was waiting too long. Was talking too much. So now we've got Sean on the back-to-back. And remember, he went Giannis first. So I'm assuming he's going to go Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton. That's what I would do. And there it is. Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton for Sean. Not a doubt. So as we lock those guys in, we see highest ranked guy that I can get right now. I could take Bam or I could take Butler, but I don't need to be in slot A because I already have the Sixers. So I want to take Jaren Jackson, who's my number 3 ranked guy. So we're going to take Jaren Jackson. Now, we're basically saying we want a Grizzlies-Sixers final. That is going to be our goal. Kickstart. Yeah, we're up on the best ball channel today. We're unleashing the best ball. We're going to do a lot of NBA. I mean, obviously, we're going to do a ton of NFL best ball as it comes up. That's not my wheelhouse. When next NBA season starts, you're going to get a ton of Underdog best ball content from me. All right, so there goes Jimmy Butler. Great pick. There goes Jaylen Brown. Love the start, though, for Sean's on. No surprises there. Smart man in the DFS industry. But to go Giannis, Drew, Middleton, that's a great start. He's obviously making the bet on the Milwaukee Bucks moving forward. Really wish I could have got Harden here. So you can see, if it's yellow, I've got that guy. If it's red, someone else took him. If it's green, they're still available. There goes Kyrie and Donovan Mitchell. Kyrie in the 18 spot. Donovan Mitchell into 19. Mikal Bridges into 20. Draymond Green 21st. I'm going to be on the clock now. We've got Allen going in front of me. Allen took Jimmy Butler and James Harden so far, plus Devin Booker. So he's all over the map. We are likely going Brooks and Bane in this spot. Those seem like the most likely scenarios. And I have a lot of outlay to Memphis already. I think I might have Brooks and Bane in everything that I've done. But there goes Luka. Luka goes 22. I am going to take Dylan Brooks here at 23. Keep the theme alive. So there's Dylan Brooks. Because there's no incentive for me to try to compete with those teams. When I have guys that are close to the same, then I want the same guys on each team. So there goes Klay Thompson in the 24 spot to Sean, which makes me think he's going to go Andrew Wiggins would be my guess for his second pick. Yep, and there goes Andrew Wiggins. So I've got Sean's picks in my brain. I'm talking those into existence. I am now back up on the clock. I'm going to go to Desmond Bane. So Desmond Bane goes in at the number 26 spot. So now just to sum up what I've done so far, certainly got to actually draft Bane first. I've got Embiid, Morant, Jaren Jackson, Dylan Brooks, Desmond Bane. If we're lucky, we're going to be able to get to Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey on these next 2 picks. We need to hope that the guy that took Harden doesn't take Tobias Harris. There goes Rudy Gobert at 27. The guy that took Harden was Allen, so he's going to have a chance to take Harris before me. It's a little scary. There goes Horford. Well, there he goes anyway. And Tran took him. So there goes Tobias Harris at 29. Unfortunate. I get it. His ADP is a bit higher than it should be. So now we're probably looking at going to Tyrese Maxey if he doesn't get selected. There goes. Need to find Paul George. Sometimes I can't see these names. Ooh, wow, this is moving faster. Paul George, Tyler Hero, Jordan Poole, Allen on the clock. As long as he doesn't take Maxey, we'll probably take Maxey. So I can't go to A right now. In theory, I could go to B or C. I could go to Mike Conley. There's not a lot of Utah left. In theory, I could go to like Smart. There goes Brooke Lopez. So we're going to bail on Brooke Lopez. And I'm going to take Tyrese Maxey here. Probably a bit of an overdraft. But I want to keep my theme alive. So there's Maxey. I'm probably going to need to break into B and C now. I think Adams is too big of a drop. Although I do already have 4 Grizzlies, so I probably do just want to grab Adams and then start filling in at the top end. We're waiting on Sean here. And he's got the Milwaukee Golden State combo. Not a lot. Probably Portis. Oh, he went Lowry. Interesting. I like that pick. Wasn't really a direction that I was able to go. Wouldn't be surprised if he went Portis here. That's probably the best other guy available for Sean at this point. Hey, he went Van Vliet. Interesting. Went double A's. I'm going to have to talk to him, see why he went that direction. That's 36 and 37 down. I'd love to go to Trey. In theory, I can go to Conley or Towns or even Jay Crowder. I'm not sure that I get enough out of those spots. So I am going to go to Steven Adams. I think just locking down that last Memphis piece, because you can see how far away Memphis falls then. I think locking down Adams there is going to be in my best interest. Now I have the 5 best Grizzlies that you can get. Basically, I have their starting 5. So at this point, we know that we have Embiid. We know that we have Maxey. It's going to be hard to grab any further Sixers. There goes Cam Johnson. In at 39. Marcus Smart in at 40. I'm going to have to go to B and C now. Probably more B than C. There goes Towns at 41. Andre Drummond in at 42. Scotty Barnes goes at 43. Kickstart. This is only for the playoffs. There goes DeRozan. I can't imagine taking DeMar DeRozan. I think that's an actively bad pick. So we got 3 picks to go. There goes Robert Williams. Scary pick, but you got to do it if you've already taken a bunch of Celtics, that's for sure. One more pick for Allen JL before I go, at which point I'm going to be looking either B or C. Mike Conley seems like the most likely scenario because I can go to Clarkson and O'Neal if I need to. Because then we're betting on a Memphis-Utah Western Conference final. Allen takes Portis, which I'm sure Sean is not happy about. We can go B or C. We don't have any A's or A or D options, so we can either go Derek White, but I think Utah is the play here, and I'm going Mike Conley. And you can see as I add 47 for Conley, it will now highlight on the left-hand side all of the Utah guys, and it adds Utah to this right side. So while we don't have Mitchell and Gobert, we did just open ourselves up to Bojan here. As long as Sean Zahn doesn't take Bojan Bogdanovic, we'll go Conley, Bojan, and get 2 of the top 4 Utah guys at least. I'd be happy about that. Sean takes Capella at 48. I should have sent him some DMs before this. Goes Evan Mobley. Sean, what are you doing? I don't even have Evan Mobley in here. I don't think Cleveland moves on. So we're just going to pop in a 49 on someone random. And then we are going to take Bojan Bogdanovic at the number 50 spot. So now we've got 5 Grizzlies. We've got 2 Jazz guys. We've got 2 Sixers. We've got 1 pick left to go. And basically, I assume I'll take someone from Utah in this spot. Trae Young is still sitting out there right now. Well, there he goes. Trae Young has just been taken. Jay Crowder goes at 51. Trae Young goes at 52. Trae Young was going to be worth the points. Not happening now, obviously, but he was 140 points ahead of Anthony Edwards. So at that point in time, you kind of just need to do it. But we're not too far away. News God in the house. Good to see you. There goes Anthony Edwards. So people are slowly picking off all of my top ranked guys that are remaining. Well, great. I'll show everybody my total projected points in a second. What else we got? Aaron Gordon just went. Where the hell is his name hiding? Aaron Gordon goes at 54. Reggie Jackson goes at 55. 3 picks to go before it's us. We can either take anybody in any B scenario, which is going to be Derek White. We can take Jordan Clarkson, which I think is my most likely scenario. That seems... Honestly, it should probably be Royce O'Neal, but there goes JaVale. Haven't really understood that one, but I guess it makes some sense if you could load up on Phoenix. So there we go. That's pick number 56. 4 total picks left in this draft. I'm happy with the way that it went, but we're going to do a couple of these. There's no reason not to. They move so quickly. I mean, we're already basically through this last draft. So this is a good time. There goes OG Anunoby. I have noticed that Toronto seems to be really easy to get to late. So if you don't get to quadrant A, or what I call quadrant A, Anunoby and Trent and a couple of these guys end up going pretty late. And you could really load out a Toronto stack if you think that they can go far. That's a decent sleeper that'll print some money for you if it works. Now, I don't think that they're all that likely, but, you know. All right, there goes Vooch at 58. So that puts me on the clock at 59. While I could go to Derek White at B, I'm going to go to Jordan Clarkson and maintain my entire setup. So come on down, Jordan Clarkson. He's in. And we're in with the 59th pick. Don't know who Sean's going to take here. Probably Otto Porter, if I had to guess. It's a Golden State guy. It seems like the easiest pick to make. But draft 1 in the books. All we have to do is knock down Sean's final pick. But first draft is down, guys. If anybody has any questions about what's going on here, please let me know. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, all that good stuff if you haven't done it already. Got to try to find... How can I... Is there no way to see all of my... Like, why aren't all my drafts here? It's still listed as active? No. It says that I've done 5. Okay, there it is, finally. It's like, wow, that's weird. Does it go to the top? There it is. Who did Sean take last? Sean took Otto Porter. Called it. Called it. There we go. So all 60 picks are in. Apparently I missed 52 somehow. Did I double up on somebody? 50, 51. I didn't get 52, so 3, 4, 5. Well, who the hell was pick 52? Who went to Stefan 828 in the 9th round? Andre, it would have been... OG Anunoby? No. Wouldn't have been Tatum, wouldn't have been Brown. Al Horford? Robert Williams? No. It's not Steph. Is he the guy that took Trae? Did I miss that somehow? What number did I type in for Trae Young? 58? That's the issue. 52. Gets it. Problem solved. So I have the totals based on my projections here. And if I refresh it, and add in everybody else's name. Everybody gets 10 picks. And looks like I was third in projected points. Now, that's fine by me. Here's what we want to look at, really. This is where I think it starts to get interesting. You want to evaluate how everybody else did. So these are the guys that projected for more than I did. Entran 1015 has somebody in all 4 quadrants. Got a good C quadrant here. Was able to get 4 Suns. 2 Heat and 1 Sixer is a bit of a problem. DeMar in the B spot is a bit of a problem. And Minnesota guys here, I'd be shocked if this lineup wins. You're going to need Minnesota, Phoenix, and then you're going to need Miami and Chicago to make the finals here. It's just not very likely. So I don't like that lineup. Allen JL went Butler Harden in A, not ideal. Went Portis Lopez Vooch in B, not ideal. This one, we get 3 Suns, a Jazz, and a Dallas lineup. That lineup's terrible. Obviously, I think mine is really good. We only have 3 teams. We are live for 7 guys in the finals, including the large majority of what you would expect to be a starting lineup. Sean's started great. You know, he was able to grab Lowry and Van Vliet, which I think is clutch. Sometimes you just have to fill in. He got this. Cam Thomas isn't actually Cam Thomas. That's Evan Mobley, which is an interesting spot, but got the big 3 from Milwaukee. And then, you know, he's going to be cheering for a Milwaukee Golden State final. Let's see. So we're going to do another one of these for sure. I don't need to look down any further. I think I had a great draft there. I have no interest in relitigating it. News God says he's got the Raptors over the Sixers. I mean, Raptors are pretty solid favorites. Not so sure I'm liking that one. But that's fine. Let's do another one of these drafts. Hopefully I can get out of the 2 spot. I would like to not draft second at this point. But again, make sure you're checking out the projections on Awesemo.com. I have retweeted them, so you can check it out. Awesemo_com has tweeted them. I assume there's an Awesemo Best Ball account. Kickstart. The strategy is, in my opinion, to draft as many guys as you possibly can that can all make the finals. So you, at the very least, you want to corner the market on a team from the East and a team from the West. And if you can do everything else, great. All right, so next draft is coming. Let's clear out everything here. Get the names in. Mike is in the house for this one. I am picking second again. Greg is in this one now. So this is just a full-on Awesemo draft. Really great for the collusion. But I'm tired of picking second. This is like the 5th time I've picked second. I'm excited to live critique. Oh, this is an Awesemo sandwich at the top. You guys get the benefit of knowing exactly what I'm trying to do, so all of you can suck it. This is miserable. Well, I'm probably going to go back to the big man once again. So here we go. First pick coming. Well, there are no bragging rights. I don't care about this team. I care about my whole package. May worry less about chatting and more about making a pick. There we go. There goes Giannis at 1. I'm going to take Embiid again at 2. Just because I already have a bunch of Devin Booker. In theory, I should take Devin Booker, but I just have too much already. I assume Greg's going to take Booker here. To me, there's 3 very obvious picks, and I don't think you can go a different direction. Jason Tatum goes 4. Kevin Durant goes 5. The goal will be to take Harden here if I can. Chris Paul goes 6. DeAndre Ayton goes 7. Steph Curry goes 8. Morant goes 9. Our boy Greg coming in at the 10 spot. Who did he take before? He took Booker, so I assume he's going to one of the Heat guys here. This is going to be either Bam or Butler, in my opinion. Goes Drew Holiday. Interesting. Not sure I agree with that selection. That's Greg for you. I want to take the Miami guys, but I think locking down Harden is the play here. So I'm going to take James Harden at number 11. Got both Philly guys at the top so that Mike can't, which makes me feel even better there. And now I'm wide open for my second pick. Jokic is next. Middleton goes at 13. Now, I really don't want to go to Miami here, but they're sitting there. Jaren Jackson is there. Luka's there. I don't have a ton of interest in Luka. I think what I want to do is go to the Utah Jazz. So I'm going to go and get Donovan Mitchell. In theory, that was probably a mistake because I don't think I'm going to get Rudy Gobert on the way back. I just don't have any Donovan Mitchell yet. And I didn't want to go to Miami and Philly right out of the gate. I think that's not the right way to do it. Greg gets Butler. Should have went Bam before, and he would have been fine. Jaylen Brown goes 16. Kyrie Irving goes 17. We need to cross our fingers that Rudy Gobert falls to us. Wouldn't surprise me if it does. It's all about ADP as well. He's far enough down that I got a shot. Greg really shouldn't have taken Drew in that second spot. Well, actually, you probably shouldn't have taken Butler, if we're being honest. There goes Bam to SL Trevor. That's a great pick. Jaren Jackson goes 19. Little jealous there. DWC now on the clock. There goes Draymond in at 20. We got 2 picks before this. I want to get Gobert. I feel like Greg is going to listen to this and take Gobert just to screw me, just for the entertainment factor of it. But we shall see. There goes Gobert to Lucan. So if you're watching, I hate you. That is a very rude pick. There goes Bridges at 22. So now I'm in a bit of a tricky spot. I'm in a bit of a pickle here at 23. I don't have anybody naturally that I want to go to. I can certainly wait on Mike Conley. So I either need a D or a B. In this case, I think that I'm going to go to Klay Thompson. So now we've got 2 representatives from Group A. We've got Utah Golden State as our preferred Western Conference matchup. And now we just have to cross our fingers and hope that we can pick these guys off for the rest of it. Luka is sitting out there with the highest projection, but obviously a very difficult guy to get to right now. Brook Lopez now going. That's at 24. Hit the like button if you haven't done it already. So Brook Lopez in at 24. There goes Tobias Harris, which is a kick in the junk. But also makes it a little bit easier to not keep going that direction. So I'm going to... Looks like Andrew Wiggins is probably my best option. And if Luka happens to be there on my next time through, then I'm just going to get him. But I think Wiggins is the answer. So Wiggins joins up the team in the 26th spot. Tyler Hero goes at 27. Good value. Marcus Smart goes at 28. Why don't I see that name? There it is. Cam Johnson at 29. A little early, in my opinion. Pascal Siakam in at 30. So Bobby Portis and Andre Drummond are the best Bs that are left. That is a blank one for me right now. There goes Desmond Bane. First draft, I don't think that I have him. Andre Drummond in at 32. Right now, we're looking at Mike Conley. I know I'm speaking that out there right now, but if Conley is available, if Conley doesn't get taken for these next 2 picks, we're going to go Conley. There goes Horford. Horford in at the 33 spot. Here comes Greg. Greg has, so he went Lowry, so he's getting a little bit more of the Miami side of this one. As you can see, I'm going to take Mike Conley here. Just makes the most sense, in my opinion. Because we already have Donovan Mitchell. Seems easier to just get to Mike Conley. Conley comes in the 35 spot. The feeling that Mike is going to go to Luka Doncic here. I don't really want to, but I think we're getting to the point now where it's interesting. It just doesn't fit what I'm doing, honestly. Somebody out there that hasn't touched Quadrant C yet is in for some Luka. There goes Maxey, which is really annoying once again. 36. There's Portis at 37. I should take Luka, but I think that I'm boxed out to it. So I'm going to go to Jordan Poole. That gets me another Golden State guy. Oh, Fred Red, are you Lucans? Are you the one that took Gobert? Yeah. Whole damn draft is in my draft. Jay Crowder in at 39. Dylan Brooks in at 40. Luka Doncic goes very late at 41, but I like it if you don't really have much exposure to Quadrant C. There goes Van Vliet at 42. Scotty Barnes at 43. Karl Anthony Towns at 44. So 2 more picks here before I go. We got Trae Young out there as the easy highest projected guy. Steven Adams goes at 45. Greg, yet to take a big man. And until now, takes JaVale McGee. So JaVale goes in at 46. I mean, this one's obvious to me that I'm taking Bojan Bogdanovic at 47. It just continues my theme. So Bojan is in. I probably have too much of the West right now. So I really need a Jazz Warriors final. I'm probably boxing myself out of a win here. I'm not going to have enough options in the finals. Got a little over aggressive to the West. It's just kind of how it fell for me. There's just not a lot of potential East guys. I think I'm going to take Derek White on this next round just because, yeah, there goes Jalen Brunson. Brunson goes at 49. I don't really have a reason, like, I don't need to load up on anything from the West any further, and there's just not all that highly ranked guy. Like, I don't want to go to Thibault, really. I can take Thibault later. So I'm going to take Derek White since I don't have a B-side. Derek White is in at 50. For my last pick, I'll probably take Thibault. I don't really love this draft so far. I'm not going to lie. So we're hoping for a Philly, Boston, Utah, Golden State Final Four. Trae Young finally goes. Like that pick. There's value there. There goes Ben Simmons, who I don't have projected to be in, so I just turn him into Cam Thomas every time. One more pick to go, though. Final round. There goes Paul George. There goes Cam Payne. Nick Claxton. Might be the first time that I've seen him get drafted. Two to go. Lucons, Greg, myself, and Mike will all be next. And Nobi goes. I think that's a really good pick, especially if he has any Toronto guys already. Greg takes DeRozan. Don't like it. Puts me on the clock. I have no need to take Edwards or Russell. I have no value in Minnesota. I think that my best option is either taking someone from Philly or Robert Williams. I'm going to take Robert Williams, given that it's the last pick in the draft. I think that's worth the flyer. If Boston can make it to where I need to, and he can make an Eastern Conference final, it should help. I don't love the pick, but I was a little bit out of balance. Mike up with the final pick. And then I'll offer my critiques. And we're done. So that's going to be draft number 6. Is that going to be this one? It is. Last pick was Will Barton. So that's going to be number 60. Let's see what we've got. Who's projected highest? Highest projection for anybody in that draft. That would have been STL Trevor by a mile. By a mile. Now let's see how his team looks. So, got 3 Raptors and Bam Adebayo. That's all right. Not the by taking Bam, it kind of pinches you. Group C, Ayton and Paul is fine. Ayton, Paul, Payne is fine. You also lose George there. Jackson and Bane at least the same time. That's a pretty good team, honestly. I don't love having Paul George as a one-off and Bam here as a one-off. I don't think that team can ever win this entire contest. For Greg, got Butler, Hero, Lowry at A. That's great. Got Drew and DeRozan and Vooch. I mean, obviously very much cheering for the Bulls, but that's interesting because he has Drew. Was able to corner the market on Suns then in C. So saved it as much as he could. The Drew pick is the only one that ended up coming back to bite him. We'll look at Mike's quickly. Went Harris Maxey, loaded up on 4 Bucks. So Sixers Bucks is the goal. And then Nuggets Dallas would be the ultimate goal. All the pieces fit. You can get 7 through. Oh, STL Trevor was another guy from our Discord. So that's fun. I had some panic picks on those two. So there we go. That's what we've got. I don't love mine. I'm too spread out, honestly. This is probably my least favorite of the drafts that I've done so far. But let's do another one. Let's do one more, and then we'll get out of here. I think 3 should be fun. Guys, if you haven't signed up yet, I shared the link and showed the link earlier. You guys just want to make sure that you're signing up through our link on our projections page. Projections are free, so make sure you're checking them out. Let's get in one last draft. Let's hope that I don't pick second. And if all you idiots are in this draft again, I'm going to be pissed. Beat it until this one's over. Let's see what we got. But thanks for being here. There you can see the link from the Awesemo Best Ball chat. Awesemo Best Ball user, I guess. Whoever's running that right now, whether that's Nolan or News God or whoever it is. Thank you for it. All right. All 6 spots are filled. Let's see what we get for this one. I got a sneaky suspicion that Greg's going to be in this one too. All right. I pick first. Our boy STL Trevor is in second. Shishiko in third. We get Aaron FNW in 4. Shanzan is back in the 5 spot. Lucan's back in the 6th spot. At least I finally get Giannis. So Giannis will go to me. You guys should be well aware of what I'm hoping to do. Oh, Nick. Appreciate having you here. Sean, I agree that is what we should be doing. Wink, wink. Suddenly I have Paul, Booker, Ayton, Giannis, Drew, Middleton. Yeah, it would be a decent time. That's really the problem here. It's not hard to set that up. 6 guys, it's not going to be all that tricky to get one guy loaded up with some of this. Wouldn't be surprised if we see it too. All right, first one in, Giannis, first pick. Could not be more obvious. Final draft, guys. Thank you for being here. There goes Embiid at 2. There goes Booker at 3. There goes Durant at 4, which I love seeing because I think that's a bad pick. John up at 5. I assume he's going to try to make a Suns run, but we'll see. It's either Suns run or Heat run. I ended up going on a bunch of Heat runs for my first couple drafts. Ooh, Golden State. Go Steph. Appreciate you there. Kind of opens me up a little bit more. There goes Chris Paul at 6. Gets the Paul Ayton run back at 6 and 7. I know nobody's going to let me get it, but man, I'm so close to getting it. This is the problem with hosting the stream. Sean, don't you dare do it. There you go. Bam Adebayo, the correct pick. All right. Aaron took Durant before. So, I mean, he should take Kyrie here. If you're willing to take Durant at 4, you should be willing to take Kyrie. Takes Kyrie. Shishiko took Booker, so goes Tatum at 10. I'm booting you from Discord if you do anything bad here. Trevor, don't do it. Don't do it. Trevor took Embiid before, so Harden is there. Just do it. You know what you need to do. Stay away from... Yeah, there it is. There it is. So Trevor takes Harden, which allows me to go back-to-back for Drew Holiday and my boy, Chris Middleton. So I cornered the Bucks. Couldn't be happier. That's, in my opinion, the perfect start. You really can't ask for anything better. That's as good as it's going to get. Nick, thanks for being here, man. Good luck on those taxes. All right, so what we really need to do is start plotting out where we're going to go at C and D. And we'll see what's going to be up there in a second. We've got Jokic in at the 14 spot. Bridges comes in at 15. I think I'm going to have to go... I mean, there's the Grizzlies are going to be there once again for me. There goes Donovan Mitchell. I don't know how Ja Morant's still there, but he should be going shortly. Sean goes Doncic over Morant. Wild stuff. They're in different quadrants. That's fine. I don't think that's crazy then. For some reason, I thought they were both D. There goes Ja. Great pick. A lot of Grizzlies left too. So I imagine this next pick is going to be Jaren Jackson. It just makes way too much sense. Yep. Jackson in at 19. Great picks. Sean goes Butler at 20. So that's moving now. There goes Gobert at 21. There goes Jaylen Brown at 22. Draft is moving right now. Oh, boy. Oh, I sorted that the wrong way. All right, so I'm staring basically anything in the face here. As long... I've got one clean option, one dirty option. I'm hoping I can go to the clean option. I think it'd be more fun. Oh, you son of a bitch. Takes Draymond, which is what I wanted to do. I'm going to end up leaving him Clay. because I don't want to go Wiggins, Clay. So my best bet is going to D, which is going to be the Memphis side of this one. So we're going to go back to Dylan Brooks and Desmond Bane. So there's Brooks at 24, Bane at 25. Klay Thompson obviously goes at 26. Marcus Smart pops in at 27. And I'm going to be in a fight now with Lucans for the rest of Memphis. Aaron goes Tyler Hero. Sean's got Bam, Luka, Butler. And then this is going to be... Wait, who do I miss? Oh, and Steph. He's going Wiggins here, I'm sure. Oh, already took Kyle Lowry. Never mind. What the hell do I know? 29 in. Lucan's going back to back. Now, I don't think he's going to... He could go Steven Adams here. If he doesn't, then I'm going to get Steven Adams. But if he goes Steven Adams, goes Cam Johnson. If you're willing to go Cam Johnson, you're probably also going to go Jay Crowder. If you're taking Cam Johnson at 30, you're taking Crowder at 31. Siakam. Interesting. I do like that. Like, that sets you up right there. You can get Siakam at 31 and go on a really good Raptors run. Sean takes Wiggins, so he was able to wait on Wiggins. That's good for him. I'm going to be teed up for potentially Portis Adams if I'm lucky. There goes Toby, 33. Jordan Poole, 34. That's a tough beat there for Trevor. He's got the Golden State guys now, right? Probably screaming at the screen. Yeah, Trevor had Draymond and Clay. Definitely was taking Poole there if he could have. So Shishko sniped him. It was Maxey, which helps me out a bit. Maxey goes at 35, leaving me to take Bobby Portis. So I'll get Bobby Portis in at 36. I'll take Steven Adams at 37. I love both of those picks. All right, Van Vliet went 38. Horford goes 39. Bojan Bogdanovic goes 40. So I've basically locked down this Milwaukee-Memphis group. So I'm wide open on A and C. Otto Porter goes to Sean. Crowder goes late, 42. Great save there for Luka, who probably didn't think that he was going to get him. Ended up getting splitting and going Sun Raptor back-to-back times. That just worked out really well. So great drafting there from Lucans. Sean coming up with pick number 8. And I basically got carte blanche to go A or C. There goes Looney. Looney in at 44. Conley in at 45. McGee in at 46. Trevor on the clock here before I go back to back for my 8th and 9th picks. Aaron Gordon goes at 47. So Towns feels like the guy that I should go to, but he's in a D spot. So I need A or C, which means I'm either going Trae Young. I'm going to go to Toronto. I should take Trae Young here, but I'm going to double up. We're going to go OG Anunoby. And Anunoby slots into 48. And then I'm going to take Trent at 49. Which I think works pretty well. One pick to go for me. Trae Young goes to Trevor. Great pick there. Just a lot of extra value remaining if he happens to go an extra round and it doesn't block you out of anything. Robert Williams goes 51. Paul George 52. Victor Oladipo to Sean 53. Bold. Don't have him in the player pool. We're going to give him Gabe Vincent instead. As we head into the final round, very happy with this group here. Giannis, Drew, Middleton, Portis, Brooks, Bane, Adams. I don't mind that at all. There goes Cam Payne, who I thought was already drafted, but I guess I was thinking of Cam Johnson, 54. So gets another Phoenix guy. Is he going Toronto? I took the 2 Toronto guys. Suck it. Probably would have taken them too. He was primed and ready for it. Just got to take... Oh, man, I don't even know who Luke Haynes is going to take here. It goes Towns. Just goes full ceiling. I like it. I like that pick a lot. I think Luke Haynes had the best draft here. Kuminga for Sean. I like it. Oh. Yeah, I figured I killed you with those 2 back-to-back Toronto picks. Had to do it. Bruce Brown in at 57. Drummond in at 58. I am the one that closes this draft out. Trevor takes Brook Lopez like a total asshole. That was the pick that I needed. Now it doesn't really matter. I could take somebody from C. So I could take Jalen Brunson or one of the Jazz guys. Or I just take Kyle Anderson or Grayson Allen. How much time do I have? 10 seconds. All right, we're taking Grayson Allen. I don't like it. Grayson Allen in at the 60 spot. Let's review. Highest projected guy, Luke Haynes, as I expected. Very highly ranked. Sean went off the board a bit, which I get. As we look through the quadrants, Siakam, Barnes, perfect. Would have looked a lot better with Trent and whoever the hell else I took, Anunoby. Grabbed 5 Suns. Got Ja and Jaren Jackson. Had to take Towns there, basically. I love that draft a lot. It just looks really good. Trevor. Got to the 3 Sixers. The Trae Young Van Vliet piece is a bit tricky. Taking Brook Lopez is a real dick move. A little bit too much overlap in D, in my opinion. I'm happy with mine, clearly. But, guys, I think we're done here. That was fun. 3 drafts. Took us about an hour. It was a good time. You don't have a ton of spots left. There's 19,200 people in. There's about 3,400 spots remaining. So if you haven't gotten into it yet, I highly recommend that you do so. You're slowly but surely running out of time. And if you haven't done it yet, link is here. This is where you want to go. Free projections for Underdog Best Ball, plus a deposit code. Get up to $100 on your first deposit at Underdog. Thank you guys for being here. This was fun. I'm going to do a couple more drafts. Hope that I can take down this entire contest. But watch this video. Enjoy what you've seen. Sign up using our code and have some fun. Enjoy the rest of your time. Playoff basketball is almost here, everybody. I know I love it. I hope you guys do as well. Good luck. I'm out.